Welcome to the Investment Process Channel. I am C3 Christopher Campbell. This is a channel where we teach people how to create generational wealth through trading. Let's get into it. So, we're on this is week 37 of the year. Just going into the fall season. When does fall start? I think, what is it, September 21st or 20th? Can't remember. But everything's been pretty good. Got some good action last week. Um, wasn't a lot of movement like out of the ranges that we currently were in, but it was doing pretty well. The market was doing pretty well. The index was doing pretty well. Some people don't really know how to move in a market like this, where it's kind of sideways, but it's moving within ranges. Entry and exit points become a little blurred and stuff. So all good things, all good things. And again, um, we're going to start getting more into different types of trading as far as uh, like in the healthcare industry as opposed to the auto industry as opposed to technology. We're going to talk a little bit more about that on this channel coming up soon. So um, let's go ahead and get into these what happened last week. Okay, so here we are. This is NAS. As we can see, we had outlined the price was moving between these 2 points here. And I would still say the same thing. I would not change that right now. And we see that price did not break this high here on the daily. And it didn't come below here, just kind of moved a little bit sideways, came back down into this imbalance on the daily and covered that. So looking at that, we can sit here and say that Price did exactly what it was supposed to, right? Came back here. Now, is this a higher low? Of course it is. At the same time, like I said, it hasn't really broken any structure here, telling telling us that it's continuing bullish, or broken this down here where it's saying it's continuing bearish. So However, again, we did have some nice price action. Like I said, it came right back into this imbalance, and you see it touched there, and then Friday got a nice bullish day, and then today is starting off bullish. So let's see where this week is going to take us. So let's clean this up. All right. Go look at the monthly. Again, we like to start from scratch and make sure we're getting the big picture, then breaking it all the way back down. So last month had a bearish month. It looks like this month will be bearish as well. It did clean up this imbalance. It looks like it may be coming all the way back down here on the monthly to clean up this imbalance before continuing up. Um, at the same time, this is monthly. We had a high here. Still hasn't broken a new high, showing us anything other than it came back here. Looked like it might have just cleaned up this imbalance and is coming back down. See where support is. But on the monthly, again, we're looking at a bearish month so far. Last week was bearish. Let's see where we are. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm not sure we had a bearish. But again, had a bearish week last week. That may be just a pullback for the month. Um, in my mind, we got support here on the weekly. At some point, I think we're going to take out this high. Let me put this down here. This is my weekly high. Now, if we do not take out this high, we'll also have our plan for price to close below here so that we know that the monthly is going to continue bearish, right? So with that being said, we're looking to work within this range here for the weekly. Let's see what the daily is looking like. Okay, again, like I said, for me, NAS, our range is still the same, right? We haven't come outside of this range. I would say this here. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it right there. So again, we haven't come outside of this range, and again, it came right into this here. Let's see how we can participate in this this market as it stands. We have a little imbalance left here, and we've been creating right side bearish ranges, right? The monthly's bearish. So one or two things are going to happen. Yeah, this imbalance right here on the day 4 hour. That's the 4 hour. Looks like guaranteed price has been moving back up into this area right here. So at some point this week it's gonna hit this area. When, we don't know. This looks like it's just been making a move. We have a new low here, but then we have a higher low here. Nothing is broken this high here. So let me see within this here. So I would say, just looking at this, we creating bearish right side ranges, and nothing is telling us right now that price is going to continue up. So going back to what I was saying here, since we're in this weekly range all the way down here to 14,698, I would look for price to come back into this area here, then continue on down. So yeah, that's what I would be looking at. Let me go back here again. The weekly, I don't see any imbalance. Again, we have a lower high here for the weekly. I can say that this is our range, but even with the daily, again, if we don't get a close, like a daily close outside of 157.56, I would say that we're still moving bearish. And again, we have this imbalance all the way down here. And again, this is on a weekly, did it, and a gap here. The price could come too. So just be conscious of that. Let me clean this up. Let me delete that. And again, this is our weekly. Right now, price is at a premium. And yes, I would definitely look for price to come back into this area here. 154.41 and continue down. Like I said, it's kind of trickling back up. The only way I would be entering any buys right now is if we broke this high here. And that's what did it open at? 155.06. Yeah, unless we get a 4 hour close above that, I would still be looking for bearish positions. So that's where we are right now. Yeah, if we're not getting a close above here, like a 4 hour close above here, I would still be looking at bearish positions. Right now, though, yeah, looking for price to move back into this area here and then continue down. But But yeah, going down even to the hourly, we see that their imbalance right here needs to be cleaned up. Uh, we got hourly right side ranges saying, moving bullish. Again, it's looking like it's going to come right back into this area. It's a good place to probably get some buy sell position. At the same time, yeah, we need a nice strong 30-minute or hour confirmation right here. The price is going to continue down. Um, that's what we're looking for NAS. Let's move over to gold. So gold, look at the daily. So going back to what we said, look, price has not really on any of these up, up until now. Like price has not really moved outside of these daily ranges. So looks like price got some support right here. Zoom in. Wow, what? I need to just get out here. Must have pushed it out. Anyway. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is all last week right here. That's all last week. So that's the daily, and even looking at the daily, like I said, price hit this imbalance and just kept going. Got support right here at 1916. It looked like it, started to create some right side ranges that were bullish. But really, what I see is that it came back to clear up this candle with no wick, and it's just cleaning things up right now. So you see price move right back here to this into this, clean up this imbalance right here. My thought is price is going to continue down. But again, not but again, let's remember, what range is kind of operating in. It left on a daily, it left this imbalance up here. Looks like it has not come back to yet. Let's look at that on a 4-hour. Yeah, looking at it on the 4-hour, I don't know. It looked like it may have already been cleaned up. And again, that's why price looks like it just came right back into this area right here where there's no wick. So again, price kind of moved in there. I caught a short. You see this mark up here. I caught a short up here after I got my confirmation that, uh, it broke this lower high. I mean, this lower low here. And then pulled back, and I wrote this down. So, all the way to the point where, again, you see it created this candle with no wick. And we have one here, again, no candle with no wick. And came back and cleaned that up. So, again, even looking right here, this little bit of imbalance, I don't know for sure that they'll come and clean that up, but it's quite possible. We're still going to be looking for a price to come all the way down to 1856. Okay, let's clean this up and do our plan for this week. Again, let's look at our monthly. Bearish monthly, candle with no wick for last month. Looking at our weekly, not really looking at any imbalance. Price came back right here, cleaned up that whatever imbalance it had for the previous week. Price is looking a little bullish right now for the week. And again, my thoughts are it's probably going to come here to this area right here. Here's the daily. Ooh, do that. Price is probably going to come right back to here in this area right here on a daily. Trying to make these lines straight is like dang near impossible. Again, let's take a look at our range right now. I would still say our range is, I would go all the way down to here to here. And again, that's the reason why I say, like, you know, price has been moving within that range. Even here, even here, price, you know, created a higher low. If you look at this, it's another higher low. It's creating right side ranges to move right back up here to this imbalance. Um, however, again, we see where price came right back to and potentially can continue down even with this little small wick right here. However, I still say price is moving within this range right here. So again, you see where my line is right here, and that was for the daily imbalance. If I want to be more precise, like that. This is our imbalance right here. Bam. Look at the hourly. Juice may not be worth the squeeze, but probably the price will probably come back into this area right here, 1935. Again, it's cleaned up. So in order for price to do that, again, you see over here, this the hourly. It cleaned up this imbalance of this candle. Zoom out one click. This candle right here. It cleaned up this imbalance of this candle with no wick. And yeah, I would look for price to, it would have to break this high, this higher high right here to continue up and clean up that imbalance, then continue down. Right now, it would be a waiting game for me on gold. And again, it's bearish monthly, bearish weekly. Oh no, yep, bearish weekly. Down, up, down. Right, it's probably pulling back for the beginning of the week to continue down. But we'll see. Again, that's why I said it's a waiting game. We got this imbalance right here. Saying on the daily, and you know, we call it out on the hourly. It goes all the way down to the hourly. I think this is probably a good 1935 is a good position to be waiting to see where the market is going to do what it's going to do. We got a nice little, what is this, evening star kind of situation here. So yeah, I'd be waiting for price to pull back into 1935 and then continue on down. Yeah, we still got these days here with the imbalance and gaps that needs to be cleaned up. So it's taking a sweet time getting back down there, but you know, I would definitely say this whole area still needs to be cleaned up. At least to this area here. the daily. Yeah, so yeah, just waiting for price to come back into this area here to clean up this imbalance. It's taking its sweet time, but we're gonna ride it out, right? You see here, we just look at the daily. It's nothing but creating bearish right side ranges, right? Just keep popping up, down, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. It came back up for a minute. Let me see here. Did it even break this high? Yep, it broke that high. Tested it again. Couldn't stick. Kept going down. So this is where we are right now. Go waiting game. Price coming back into 1935. Again, we're waiting for it to continue on down to 1836. If we get a close above, what is this here? What is this? My daily. Put a line here. If we get a 4-hour close above 1942, then I would say that it's challenging the market to change its momentum at that point. But right now, all we're seeing is bearish, so that's how we're gonna look at it this week. Let's move over to British pound, Japanese yen. Nope. Oh, this is it right here. So let's look at the daily. Again, this is what I say. Like all week, price has been moving within our range that we identified. There's been support showing on all of them. British pound, yep, British pound is even bearish as well weekly. Well, last week was a little bullish, but overall it's been bearish, and we see it has some levels that it's going down to, but it didn't quite get there last week. But it looks like it's making its move this week. That's what I like to see. What I like to see. And again, this is the second week of the month, so this could probably be the pullback, and it might do a big push to go bullish. However, let's be aware, even with that, it's our weekly. We got a candle with no wick over here, right? Maybe it's a baby wick looking at these prices. Go here to the weekly. I can put a candlestick right here. Let's click on a daily. Yeah. It's probably a little small wick for the weekly because the two prices are not the same, but close. Close. Okay. So looking at that, we have these imbalances. Let's go ahead and clean this up and see what we're going to do this week for British pound, Japanese yen. Again, let's looking at the monthly, showing a bearish monthly, weekly. This week has been bearish so far. Looks like it's started out. It's not a gap. It's a gap down. Yeah, price started out, gap down. Looked like it popped back up. Clean that up. Uh-oh. Yeah. I look for price to come back and clean up this gap first before continuing down. So let's look at where our price is now on daily. Yeah. Looks like it's coming back here to clean up this imbalance. Oh yeah, we got two imbalances. That's right. See, it shows us, it rears its head all the time. Let me do it like this. Got this area here. There was this area here. The price moved right into. You see it? It's testing it again today. See if we get support. See if it's going to continue down into this area and then continue on up, right? 4 hour. I wouldn't be surprised if either it tests this area right here. And see if it gets support. 183.01 or 02. Test this area again right here. Come back and clean up that gap. May continue on down and continue then start moving back up. However, right now on daily, let's see. So this is my range right now. Reason being, let's discuss this. Reason being, this is my daily. We got a higher low here with that gap. Price came back and cleaned that up. So then here's our higher low, but it's a lower high. Excuse me, a lower low from these days, from this gap. But it's still a higher low here. Then it comes back here again, higher low. And then it breaks both of these with these two candles closing below both. So now we have a lower low. That's telling us it's still moving in a bearish momentum. Even our tops here are higher high here. Got a lower high, another lower high. Yeah, it's showing us that it's moving. We're creating bearish right side ranges, right? So likelihood, I don't see it doing anything else right now, but coming back into this area right here. 182.18 or 182.19-ish. And then continuing on up because yeah, I don't think it's done pushing. That's the monthly. Weekly is saying, hey, I'm gonna come back and clean this up and continue on up. And it's gonna clean it up on the daily. On the weekly, this candle right here, these two can't. Well, yeah, the candle last week cleaned it up. This little imbalance right here. So yeah, I just see it coming back doing this. This weekly candle with quote unquote no wick, or like I said, it's like it's probably the wick is probably so small it's like not able to be seen because it's a weekly candle. I can't zoom in that close. So yeah, that's this situation right here where the low was 180.65, 180.65, and then the low here was 180.51, right? So on a weekly, 65 and 50, well, it's 52, 65 and 52. It's at 13 pips. On a weekly, it's going to show up as nothing. Show up as absolutely nothing. So Yeah, just probably looking at price to pull back into this area. If we get a close below here, like a 4 hour close below here, then we'll probably look for it to continue on down to where, let's see, where. Yeah, probably back down here because there were probably some orders that weren't filled right here. It may come back into this area right here before continuing up. Right now, let's just look for it to come into this area and then go up. It's already had a close below previous day low. Let's look to see where it goes. Yeah, my bet is it's gonna come here and then continue up and shatter these highs. However, this is why I say in my mind, this is our range. The price is moving between. But we're just looking at for right now. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's our trading plan for this week. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll get back to you right away. And happy pipping. See you soon.